tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is taken at the 18. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Watson.
Open target here, Darius Slayton.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Watson on 1st down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Looks right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run it again with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Ravens sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
This is taken at the 18.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Watson on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson buying time to his left. Able to get away. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Okay, let's make some good calls, offense.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but You're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now it's Watson.
And this pass broken up. And the Cowboys had right time there. And now 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there. Providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver. Separates him from the catch. And normally he's a sure-handed target.
York able to send this one through.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Play action. Now Jackson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. On first down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to speed things up here. Watson now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Cleveland.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. York now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Browns 27, Ravens 7. King York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson now. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Watson now on second down. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. York on now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Browns 34, Ravens 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson rolling to his right.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard
Now
line.
Jackson.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And quickly they get to the line.
Second down. Here's Chubb again.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 38.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Ravens 14. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Now they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again is Jackson.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That one fourth down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.